QR codes, when and where to use them. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the benefits of QR codes and how so many agents are using QR codes incorrectly. By the way, I'm Pete Mitchell. I am the founder of AI Lead Automation, and I've been in this marketing game a really long time. In fact, I have seen just about everything come down the pipe. And I remember when QR codes first came out and everyone was talking about how great QR codes were and it was the future and everyone needs to jump on the bandwagon with QR codes. And it was such a lie. It was a lie because at that time, you had to have a special app on your phone for your phone to read QR codes. And so if you were putting that on stuff and expecting people to reply to it, they were like, I don't know what the heck this thing is. It's a weird little barcode type thing, and they wouldn't use it. And it made sense to me that they wouldn't use it because it's like, yeah, you got to have another app. You got to even know what a QR code is. And then I got to go to that app and then point it at whatever I'm looking at. That doesn't make any sense. So when did things change, or have they changed? Well, I was actually posting on Facebook, ironically. I'd seen someone use a QR code in a TV commercial that was really good because it wasn't just a QR code. They literally had instructions on what to do. Take out your phone, point the camera app at the QR code, scan the QR code. And I really liked that. So I was just making this comment. This other guy who is a well-known marketer in California, I know him really well. He goes, yeah, QR codes are awful. They're not the wave of the future. They're this, that, and the next. And he starts really banging on QR codes. And I'm like, okay, you might have been correct pre-COVID. But after COVID, QR codes are absolutely everywhere. There was a time when the only way you could see a menu at a restaurant was to use a QR code, right? Because they would just put it on the table because we can't hand out menus, you might get COVID. I don't know what we were thinking during that time, but that's what was going on. And I'm like, look, today, everyone's phone already comes with a QR code reader on the camera. Like, you just pull out the camera and scan it at anything. And I go, look, I'm gonna prove this to you. And at the time, I was at Six Flags over Texas with my family. And I'm walking around on the same thread right on Facebook, and I'm taking pictures of every freaking QR code there is, and they are everywhere. And I'm like, look, the time has come for QR codes. They are absolutely commonplace today. You want to be using QR codes, but you really got to think about this process of when do I want to use a QR code? So I'm not going to throw this particular company under the bus, but they are a massive real estate brokerage, certainly one of the largest. I don't know, they might even be the largest in the nation for all I know. One of my clients used to be the president and also the vice president of their coaching division. And this client was like, hey, look, we need to put a QR code in the email. And I'm like, what? She's like, oh yeah, you know, that's what we do with all of our marketing at the big company. So we put a QR code. I go, that absolutely makes zero sense whatsoever to put a QR code in an email. She's like, why? I go, well, think about it. Almost everybody is reading their email on their phone. And if I'm reading it on my phone, how the heck am I going to scan the QR code? She goes, oh, what about everybody who's reading the email on the desktop? I go, well, let's think about it. If they're reading the email on their desktop and you want them to take an action, that's what the QR code is for, right? I want you to go to a website and take an action. Why am I going to make you take out your phone, point it at your computer screen to now take an action on your phone? That doesn't make any sense either. What you want in an email is a freaking link. That's it, just link. Like, just click the link, right? Like, if I'm on my phone, click the link. If I'm looking at a desktop computer, take my mouse, boop, click the link. Why in the world would I ever give them a QR code in an email? Makes zero sense whatsoever. So when do QR codes make sense? They make a ton of sense in a lot of situations, especially anything that is either delivered via mail or is live and in person. Meaning, let's say you're doing a contest and you're doing this contest at a fair. Like in California, where I used to live, now I live in Texas, obviously, there was a winter wonderland every Christmas. And I'm like, looking at this thing going, dude, there's tons of people here. I love that. So I would have a call to action, and I would offer people a chance to do whatever the step is I wanted them to do by scanning a QR code. It'd be very easy to get them into our system. So QR codes can be used for a lot of different things. They can be used as to take people to websites. So you can create a QR code that has a link in it, and your phone will recognize that and actually take them to a website. So one of my clients is doing a 2-day event. They put together a really great flyer, and I go, okay, now put a QR code on there, because now it's a flyer, right? We're not emailing this. You're gonna literally walk it into different offices and offer this to people. Let's make it easy for them to actually sign up, so that QR code takes them directly to the order page on the website. Another way that you can use it, and I love doing this a lot, is we set up a QR code that automatically texts our AI lead automation system. And we will have our AI lead automation system looking for that text. When that text comes in, it goes, okay, we know what to do next. And so in my case, I will use that at open houses. I will use it in any type of situation. Could be a festival, could be like the Winter Wonderland type deal, where I want to get people into my system. And so it's like by scanning the QR code, it automatically sends to my number in my AI lead automation system a specific text, right? That's already done. They don't have to do anything. They just have to hit submit, right? That's it, or send. Technically, it's not even submit, it's just send. And then my system goes, okay, great. Now, so I can get this to you, what's your name? And then they reply back with a name. Great, what's your email? And then they reply back with their email. Fantastic. Now, if I'm offering consumer guides or something like that, I'll say, hey, these are the consumer guides we got. Go ahead and reply back with, 1 to 7, and we'll send that guide out to you. If it's entering them into a contest, and let's say, I had one client do a jelly bean in a jar contest. How many jelly beans do you think are in the jar? You could say, hey, reply back with how many jelly beans you think are in the jar, and we'll enter you in the contest for that. Like, we use the texting for that. You can use it on your property listings. Let's say on your sign that you've got out in front of a home. Now, this is a great opportunity. Back in the day, you guys might remember this, but oftentimes you would have either a free recorded message where you tell people, hey, call this number and we'll give you all the details on this house. Or, if you really remember back in the day, there'd be like, hey, tune your radio to station, blah, 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 blah. And you can hear what's all about this house, right? And we'd plug these little things inside the house that would automatically be, good for so many feet, and it would play on a certain station so people could listen to it there in their car. Well, times have changed, right? I mean, I'm trying to think, do I even have I have a car with a radio on it. I was thinking, we don't have cars with CD players anymore, right? So, I mean, like, times are changing. But when you got a QR code there on your sign, you say, hey, get updated information by scanning this QR code. And then we could walk them through, hey, what's your name, what's your email, what's your phone number, and we're gonna send this information right out to you. That's another way that we can use our QR codes. You can use them to promote virtual tours. So like even on your flyers on your open house, hey, if you wanna check out a virtual tour of this, scan the QR code. You can give away neighborhood guides. You can give away consumer guides. You can give away hot sheets. You can give away, floor plans. You can give away, hey, by the way, we talked to this contractor, and he said if you wanted to redo this kitchen, here's a quote from him, here's a quote from another contractor, and we'll be happy to send these to you, so that way you have an idea of what it would cost to do these kind of things on the house. There's lots of different ways that you can use QR codes, and they're great tools to use. Just got to think through the process with the consumer. What are they going through? If it's email, I don't want them hitting the QR code. If it's live in person, if it's something on paper, absolutely going to use a QR code. In fact, if you want to check out our AI lead automation system, we've got some really great ways that we use QR codes, and you can check it out by going to agentfollowupai.com and taking a look at the video that I got set up there. Now, AI lead automation may not be for you, and that's totally cool if it's not. You're going to get some great ideas after you watch what we do, and you can still take that and implement it in your business. So again, AI lead automation, you can find out more about it at agentfollowupai.com. I'm Pete Mitchell. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of them, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video. I'll talk to you soon.